So this is the minus I group and this is the plus I group. Here you can see the order of this. OR2 minus will be greater than OR2 plus will be greater because the cations are there need electrons now. So they will be taking the electrons. So R2 minus, R2 plus, NR3 plus, NH3 plus, NO2, C triple bond and power order. So this will be more than this, it will be the order. Okay. Next one is the acidic and basic strength. Always remember the acidic strength is basically acidic order means, for example, if you have a HCOOH compound. Hello my dear students, welcome back to V Tamil NEET X channel. நான் உங்களோட master teacher Anakha. So இன்னைக்கு நம்ம வந்து இந்த inductive effect நம்ம organic chemistry படிக்கும்போது organic chemistryல வந்து ரொம்ப பேசிக்கான விஷயங்க தான். நமக்கே தெரியும் organic chemistry சொல்றது ஒரு language படிக்கிற மாதிரி. ஆமாதானே? So அதோட languageலோட அந்த particular alphabetics புரிஞ்சதுக்கு அப்புறம் we will be going for the words, then we will be going for the sentence, then we will be going for the paragraph. Just like that organic chemistryல வந்து ரொம்ப பேசிக்கான விஷயம் இந்த inductive effect இல்ல mesomeric effect எல்லாம் சொல்றது. So இன்னைக்கு நாம இந்த particular short videoல we are going to discuss all about the inductive effect. So inductive effect சொல்றது ஒண்ணும் இல்ல பசங்களா, ஈஸியா சொல்லி கொடுக்கிறேன். So you have the carbon and an X, a compound X is there. So whenever, listen carefully, this X is more electronegative. X more electronegative ஆகிற டைம்ல what will be happening, இந்த கார்பனோட எல்லா electronegativity இந்த Xக்கு பக்கத்துல போயிடுவாங்க. So as a result of this particular X ஒரு ஹைட்ரஜன் பக்கலமா ஒரு X சொல்ற ஒரு காம்பவுண்ட் வந்து இதல ஜாயின் பண்ணிருக்காங்கன்னா, so this X will be getting delta negative and this particular one will be getting delta positive. So delta positive and almost இங்க ரீச் ஆகும்போது there is no inductive effect. So இந்த மாதிரி ஒரு charge separation இல்லனா ஒரு polarity that is induced by the sigma bond by due to the ஒரு presence of the polar bonds means charge separation இருக்கு. That is actually called as the inductive effect. So we can say that the polarity which is induced by the polarity which is induced in a polarity which is introduced by the non-polar sigma bond due to the presence of the adjacent polar bond. There is an adjacent polar bond and there is a polarity is induced and that is actually called as your inductive effect. And in the inductive effect or in the inductive effect there is a partial displacement of the electrons. Electron oda angeyo ingeyo maybe carbon கூட இருக்கிற compound ஒரு element வந்து high electronegative ஆன carbon கொடுக்க வேண்டியதா இருக்கும். இல்ல அதை விட low electronegative ஆன compounds ஆனனா carbon வாங்க வேண்டியதா இருக்கும். So depends upon there is a electron displacement is happening to this particular in the inductive effect. After 3 or 4 carbon the inductive effect is considered as the 0. And also one more thing, the inductive effect is decreasing on increasing the distance. Distance இங்க இருந்து increase ஆக inductive effect சொல்றது என்னதா இருக்கும், they will be decreasing. This is also an excellent point. The inductive effect is inversely proportional to the distance. When there is more distance, there will be less inductive effect. So in the inductive effect வந்து நம்ம consider பண்ணும்போது hydrogen எல்லாம் consider பண்ணும்போது it is almost considered as a 0. Now inductive effect வந்து பாத்தீங்கன்னா you have two types of inductive effect which is minus I group and plus I groups. Minus I group சொல்றது இப்போ கார்பனோட பக்கத்துல இருக்கிற அந்த particular compound வந்து electrons density நம்ம அவங்களுக்கு பக்கத்துல கொண்டு போறேனா, for example if you have this compounds like carbon and X and this particular compound in such a way that this electron density is displacing like this and they are getting delta and negative and this is getting delta positive and this particular effect is called as the plus I effect. This not plus I student, minus I effect. This is called as the minus I effect. They are taking the electrons away, that is electron withdrawing groups. They are electron withdrawing groups. They will be taking the electrons from the carbon. Now next group is, for example you have another group something like a carbon and a Y group. Instead of taking, they are giving these electrons to the particular carbon, which means they have less electronegativity. The electronegativity here is less and as a result of this they are delta positive and this is delta negative. So what happens means due to the presence of this less electronegative, they will be giving the electrons to the carbon, which means they are electron donating group. They can give the electrons. I will be giving the electron to the particular carbon. So I termed as electron donating group and myself is called as the plus I group. இங்க அங்க வந்து பாத்தீங்கன்னா next category ல வந்து பாத்தீங்கன்னா நான் வந்து electron கொடுக்க மாட்டேன், நான் வாங்கிக்கிட்டே இருப்பேன். So what will be happening? I will be termed as the electron withdrawing group and myself will be termed as the minus I group. So this is the minus I group and this is the plus I group. Here you can see the order of this. OR2 minus will be greater than NR3 OR2 plus will be greater because the cations are there need electrons now. So they will be taking the electrons. So OR2 minus R2 plus NR3 plus NH3 plus NO2 C triple bond and COH, and you have the halogens OROH, all these considered as the minus I group. In the other case, plus I groups are the one which will be giving the electrons. அவங்க giving electrons சொல்லும்போது உங்களுக்கு தெரியும் அவங்க கிட்ட நிறைய electrons இருக்குறதால அவங்க கொடுத்துட்டு இருப்பாங்க, which means they termed as plus I groups. And also அவங்க கிட்ட நிறைய electrons இருக்கணும்னா அவங்க கிட்ட நிறைய electrons நமக்கிட்ட வேணும், which means they are rich in electrons, which means they will be having the negative charge, right? So this is NH plus, NH minus, O minus, COO minus, the CH3, this is secondary one, this is primary one, and this is your CT3, that is the hydrogen order inner isotopes. Okay, then you have the CD3, CH3, tellurium, deuterium and tritium. So the tritium, deuterium and hydrogen, so these are the one which is comes under the category of the minus I group, and these are the one which is comes under the category of the plus I group. Minus I group சொல்றது அவங்க கிட்ட electrons withdrawing group இருக்கும், so they will be having vacant orbital, they need electrons. Plus I group சொல்றது அவங்க excess electrons இருக்கும், they are mostly they have a lot of electrons, so they are ready to give electrons, which means they are minus charge அவங்க கிட்ட இருக்கிறதா இருக்கும். So electrophile and nucleophile. Now application of the I effect சொல்றதுல first one is the stability of the carbocation. Carbocation stability da solranga. First one, always remember the stability of the carbocation is directly proportional to the minus I effect. It is directly proportional to the plus I effect, not minus I, plus I effect, and inversely proportional to the minus I effect. So plus I effect increase ஆகறேனா carbocation ஓட stability வந்து increase ஆயிடும். So plus I effect லே வந்து நிறைய plus I effect இருக்கிற group வரேனா the carbocation stability will be that much, it will be more. So here when you say the stability order, you can see that there is 3 carbocation, correct? Here there is 3, see இங்க வந்து பாத்தீங்கன்னா CH3, you have another CH3 here, you have another CH3 here. So this is a tertiary carbocation. You can see that there is 3 CH3 groups, which means 3 plus I groups are there. So this will be more stable than this one, methyl carbocation will be the least stable because they don't have that plus I groups present in this. Here அவங்க கிட்ட பாத்தீங்கன்னா 3 plus I group இருக்கு, இங்க 2 plus I group, இங்க வந்து 1 plus I group இருக்கு. So this is the stability order. Always remember carbocation stability. இது வந்து நீங்க GOC 2 ல நீங்க படிப்பீங்க, நீங்க you will be studying that is in the particular reaction mechanisms also. This is very important. Carbocation stability depends upon the it will be increasing or that will be stabilized by the plus I effect and destabilized by the minus I effect. Okay, so more number of, now next one is carboanion. Carbocation சொல்லும்போது positive charge இருந்தது, plus I effect இருந்தது. Carboanion சொல்றது negative charge இருந்தது, minus I effect இருந்தது. So that will be stabilized by the minus I effect and destabilized by the plus I effect. So the minus I effect வச்சிட்டு stabilize பண்ணிடுவாங்க, destabilize பண்ணது எதுதான் இருக்கும், plus I effect வச்சு தான் இருக்கும். So இதோட stability order எப்படி இருக்கும், these are all plus I. So this will be the least one. In the carbocationல this one will be the least one, right? So the stability order will be 4 is greater than 3 is greater than 2 is greater than 1. அதுக்கு தான் அதிகமா இருக்கும். Here the plus I effect இருக்கிறதுனால stability கம்மி ஆயிட்டே வந்துரும் இந்த carbo anions பேஸ் பண்ணும்போது. So this is the next application of this particular inductive effect. So this is the next application. Here also we can see that fluorine, they are far distanceல இருக்கிறவங்களுக்கு. See, this is in the second position, this is on the third position, this is on the first, this is on the fourth position. So which one minus I effect will be more for the minus I? In the fluorine எல்லாமே minus I effect ஆ. இதுல பக்கத்துல இருக்கிறவங்க தான் அதிகமா இருக்கும். So this will be greater than this, and same thing will be happen to here also. This is according to their particular stability order, their power order. So this will be more than this, it will be the order. Okay, next one is the acidic and basic strength. Always remember the acidic strength is basically acidic order means, for example, if you have a HCOOH compound, I mean that is an acid, when they dissociate you know that H plus will be coming and HCOO minus also, which is actually the conjugate base of that particular acid. See, HCOOH soluted compound இருக்கிறேனா HCOOH ஒரு compound இருக்குறேனா it will be H plus COO minus. This is the one, HCOO minus. So this particular one is a conjugate base, that is actually anions, that is actually negatively charged, which is called as the anions. So always remember, whenever the strength of the acid that is directly proportional to this particular conjugate base, which is your anion, which is directly proportional to the minus I effect. Whenever there is negative charge means that is stabilized by the minus I effect and destabilized by the plus I effect. So this is the one you have to keep a note on when they coming to the acidic strength. Acidic strength means it will be directly proportional to minus I effect, inversely proportional to the plus I effect. So basic strength என்னதா இருக்கும், நேரா ஆப்போசிட்டா இருக்கும். It will be stabilized by the plus I effect. அது வந்து destabilize பண்றது என்னதா இருக்கும், minus I effectல தான் இருக்கும். Okay, so these are the points you have to keep in note. So basic strength சொல்லும்போது it's directly proportional to the, see they are actually indirectly proportional to the plus I effect and inversely proportional to the minus I effect. So these are the application of the inductive effect, and this is the particular. So there are two types application இருக்கு. ஒன்னு carbocation, ஒன்னு carboanion. அந்த carbocation carboanion நல்லா புரிஞ்சுக்கிட்டேனா acidic strength basic strength இன்னும் ஈஸியா இருக்கும். as carbocation சொல்லும்போது plus I effect will be stabilizing, minus I effect will be destabilizing. Carboanion சொல்லும்போது minus I effect will be stabilizing, plus I effect will be destabilizing. The carbocation carboanion அதை பேஸ் பண்ணி தான் acidic strength basic strength வருது. So this is a very easy concept which you can easily understand also. இதுதான் உங்களோட first basic ஆன விஷயம், inductive effect சொல்றது. Then you will be having your mesomeric effect or resonance effect. அதுக்கப்புறம் hyperconjugation இருக்கும், and you will be having the electromeric effect and inductive effect இருக்கும். Then you will be having mesomeric and you will be having this particular hyper conjugations also. So இது எல்லாமே ஒரு அளவுக்கு புரிஞ்சிக்கிட்டேனா இல்ல நல்லா இதல வந்து நல்லா புரிஞ்சிக்கிட்டேனா all the concept which is coming after this will be more helpful for you and it will be more easier for you. helpful தவிர உங்களுக்கு வந்து இன்னும் ஈஸியா இருக்கும் எல்லா கான்செப்டும் அண்டர்ஸ்டாண்ட் பண்றதுக்கு. So I hope this video was clear for you, and if you find it helpful, please do subscribe to the channel and share this particular video to your friends also, and we will be having the lives also, live marathons we will be conducting. So right now I have done with the GOC 1 also, which is including all the topics, which is including all the problems also. So GOC 1 is done. Now I will be going from the inorganic chemistry. So as I done the GOC 1 as per the request of a lot of students, now நான் வந்து inorganic chemistry start பண்றேன். Periodic classification, chemical bonding, P block, D and F, and coordination chemistry, all those things will be completing within this particular 2 to 3 weeks, within this 2 to 3 weeks. Okay, so I hope this video was helpful. If you find this helpful, please do share with your friends also. Okay, thank you, bye bye.